VCMG Live is not responsible for any content, information, or opinions expressed. User bears full responsibility for their reliance on such content, information, or opinions.
Would you love to deepen your spiritual connection and create a conscious shift in your life? Do you seek answer to human experience? Well, welcome to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. It's a 2.5-hour safe haven for your questions and Spirit's answers. And you can transform your life right now on VCMG in South Florida. Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor, coach, and medium who can assist you to connect the light within and transcend beyond the limits of all possible experience and knowledge. For the next 2.5 hours, listen and call in toll-free 866-9-SARAHS. That's 866-972-7247. And watch Sarah Spiritual live on Facebook and YouTube and share love and light.
In me and you. Yes, indeed. There's a light right here on the oldie station, the true oldie station. And we are answering your questions here live, 866-972-7247. And we are so glad to connect with all of you. And we will definitely be tuning in to answer all of your questions and also your questions on Facebook or YouTube and everything that we need to do. We are definitely creating new opportunities for all of you tonight by connecting you to the universe. So as we move forward in this energy of creation, we have to be mindful that Mercury is retrograde. So what is Mercury retrograde? That's when the planet Mercury goes backwards, and it complicates everything. And as it complicates everything, it makes words get miscommunicated. It makes connections with people unstable. It makes contracts difficult to sign and create. It causes you to have to think before you act, have to think before you speak. It's the time that you need to cross your T's, dot your I's, try not to buy a car in the next few weeks, try not to buy a house in the next few weeks, try not to start a new job. I know we can't avoid everything. I'm not telling you lock yourself in a closet, but I am telling you it's important that you mind your words and check your list and make sure everything's good. Traveling, make sure you know where your documents are. Make sure you have everything in the right pockets. Make sure that you check and double check. Where's your cell phone? These are things that tend to just go astray in Mercury retrograde. Also, take a look at your tires. You want to check. Did you check the air pressure? Is it time to check the air pressure? This is the time where if you've been neglecting on some type of maintenance, something could come up, right? So look at everything that you have in front of you, and if there's been something that's been gnawing at you that says, hey, I think I need to check this, and you just didn't get around to it, now's the time to jump on it before it surprises you. And I don't know about you, but I don't like those kind of surprises. I don't like that energy of surprise and unexpected expenses. I guess nobody does. But tonight, we want to answer your questions, and we want to tap in and tune into the universe. We want to explore the possibilities of what the universe has for you. And we want to look for the signs, the messages, everything that is necessary for us to transform our life. How does the universe show up? You know, on the way here, I was just talking to someone, and we were talking about different animals that show up, and she was telling me about an owl, right? And I said, well, an owl's a great sign. An owl is a gateway from this portal of life to another portal and can transform the energy and take us through the veil to see to the other side. Also, owls are known for their wisdom. They're also known for their truth. And they're also associated with the dead, right? So that means loved ones are with you. Sometimes it's a sign that maybe there might be a passing coming, but it's interpreted depending on who you are and what's going on in your life. And so we have to look at the owl as a symbol, as a sign. So what signs are you receiving? I got a message from someone who was afraid of a feather. Now, don't laugh. She said to herself, how did this feather get in my trunk? She opened her trunk, and there was a feather. And as she opened her trunk and there was a feather, she saw that it was laid right there on top of one of her things that was her personal item. And she goes, I don't understand how this feather got there. And it wasn't a white feather, it was a darkish black feather. She's like, oh, this is weird. So, of course, she sends me a picture of the feather, and she's like, is this okay? And I said, yes, it's your angels are with you. What are the odds that a feather's going to float down from the sky and manifest in your trunk? Not very normal. But it's a sign that you're not alone, that everything's here to protect you. And we want you to definitely step into your power when you receive these messages from your guides and your angels. It's so very important when they send you a message that you receive the message through your heart. And don't lose yourself in the what ifs or what could it be. It's so important for us all to journey into the path of messages and take a look at what is the universe saying to you. You apply for a job and you don't get any response and you're feeling frustrated. Maybe the universe is saying to you, not, oh, I'm not qualified, or I'm not a good candidate, or AI didn't even let my resume get through. It might be saying it's time for you to reinvent yourself. Go ahead, look for something new, something different, or do your own thing, do your own business. It's something that is more than possible. You can look and you can seek answers from the universe. They will pop up when you least expect it through a song. You might hear a song, and that song will begin to play over and over and over again in your mind. And then you hear the song, and then it stays in your mind. And then just when you're ready to do something that's of importance, you turn on the radio and there's that song. That's a sign. That song is always showing up at a time where there's something important going on. Could be a song you associate with a loved one, a grandparent, a mother, a brother, a cousin. And now here is this song letting you know that they're with you, that you're not alone, that they don't disappear and leave us. One of the songs that always gave me the best guidance is the word I want to use, the best support, is a song by Green Day, Good Riddance, and it's known as I Hope You Have the Time of Your Life, right? So it's about taking photographs and still frames in your mind, no matter where you are. Don't ask why. Don't ask the questions. Just be there, present in that moment, and I hope you have the time of your life. And every time I've had a major decision to make, or I was wondering what was going on, I can turn on the radio and I'm going to hear that song. Or as I pull up for a job interview, back in the day when I was in my corporate job, and I was looking for a new position, I pulled into a parking lot and bam, there it was, Green Day, Good Riddance, I hope you have the time of your life. And it was proof to me that the universe was telling me, you're in the right place. This is where you're supposed to be. This is your right next step. The universe is always here to give you the right next step. And you having the right next step always supports you and lets you feel seen, heard, and loved by the universe, and reminds you you're not alone. Even if you do not have the right people in your circle to support you, the universe will always send you signs. I have another friend of mine. She used to live in Florida, and she's now in Texas, and she sees feathers in her house all the time. Now, no, she doesn't have any birds. No, they're not flying in and flying out. She can walk into her living room. Oh, and no, her family is not putting them there. She can walk into her living room and she can find a feather right in the middle of the living room, out of nowhere. She can find a feather in her bed. She can find a feather right outside her front door when she steps out. She will find feathers in the most unlikely places, and she will know that it's her mother or her father that are letting her know that they are with her. So we want you to know that you're not alone. And we want to talk to you about your questions here from the universe. And we want to share with you how spirit can guide you. You're listening to us on the True Oldie station, and you are following us, I hope, on Facebook and YouTube under Sarah Spiritual. And we are looking forward to answering your questions on Facebook and YouTube, because there you can put your questions in the feed. We've got a few people who've joined us already on the Facebook feed, and our phone board is just starting to begin to perk up here. So if you want to be in it here to join the questions, please join us here at 866-972-7247. We're really glad that you're following this experience with us. We are here every Wednesday night from 6:30 to 9 p.m. And we are at the Expedito Enlightenment Center, a metaphysical store, every Tuesday to Saturday from 11 to 6. And there you can find all your metaphysical supplies that you desire. So we're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors. And then when we come back, we're going to start to go to our phone lines, and we're going to pick up this conversation about the universe and what's happening so that we can each explore possibilities. And I would love to talk to you. Again, the number is 866-972-7247. Stay with us. You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, and that's me, Sarah Spiritual. We'll be right back.
You know me, do I know you? Have we met before? I've been standing in the room before I walk through the door. Do you know me? Have you heard me? Have you seen me? Do you know my voice?
Stay tuned for more Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, coming up right after the break. Continue the conversation with Sarah Spiritual on Facebook and YouTube. The phone lines are open too. 866-9-SARAHS. That's 866-972-7247.
Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor and medium. She can connect you with your loved ones, your spirit guides, and ascended beings. Sarah specializes in love, relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. Just call 561-682-0956 for your personal reading. Life is a spiritual journey, and each situation has a spiritual solution. Just contact Sarah for a personal reading today. 561-682-0956. 561-682-0956. Or visit sarahspiritual.com. Or that number one more time, 561-682-0956. Let Sarah Spiritual and Spirit raise you up.
Hi, I'm Sarah Spiritual, the founder of the Expedito Enlightenment Center. I would love for you to visit me at my spiritual oasis located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Tree of Life Plaza in West Palm Beach. Come, feel the energy, sample my spiritual sprays and oils, participate in one of my spiritual development classes, and have a personal reading with me, Sarah Spiritual. Let's see what Spirit has to say. You can call the Expedito Enlightenment Center at 561-682-0955. Not local? Visit me, Sarah Spiritual, at sarahspiritual.com for products, classes, and to book your personal session.
You are listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, your spiritual advisor and medium. Connect with Sarah Spiritual and be in the energy of light. Call right now, Sarah Spiritual, at 866-9-SARAHS. That's toll free, 866-972-7247. Just ask your questions or message Sarah Spiritual live on Facebook and YouTube.
When the stars align.
Everything does come when the stars align, right here on Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, all across the nation at 866-972-7247. I'm so glad to be connecting with all of you, and we are looking forward to answering your calls and saying hi to our friends on Facebook and hi to our friends on YouTube. Good to have you joining us as well. So we want to go to our phone lines, and we'd love to have you join us. We are getting messages from the universe, and so we have to go to Deerfield Beach. In Deerfield Beach, we have Cheryl on the line. Cheryl, how are you tonight?
Hi, Sarah. How are you? I'm doing well, thank you.
Good. Good to have you here, Cheryl. Thank you so much. And how's life in Connecticut?
Life is very good, thank you. And
Good.
I'm very happy being here at my family's home, and I'm adjusting well to the changes. Thank you.
Good. Good. And what is your question for the universe?
I was just thinking. I just wanted to speak to you and just be with you because I haven't had a chance to talk to you in quite a while, and it's been a big transition. So I really didn't have a burning question. There's a lot of things brewing. There's a storm of brewing. But I feel like I'm in a good place. I just wanted to see if possibly you could get some messages and send them to me because I don't have a burning question.
All right, so we're going to just tune in and we're going to take a look at what we see here. So the first thing they talk to me about is it's important that you stay in your power. You stay true to yourself. This is a year that's designed to bring you success. Your success directly impacts your family, so your family's success is also tied into that. But more importantly, it's about you this year, Cheryl. It is not about anyone else but you. And that's not being selfish. We're not forsaking our family. It's just this is your turn to really step into your own identity, feel as if you got lost over the past 5 years. And so your guides are telling me that you need to kind of give yourself permission to set yourself free. You're seeing that your family is able to manage without you running the show for all of them. So that is proving to be very beneficial. We are seeing here that you are able to connect with family in Connecticut and reestablish heartfelt connections that are tied to the generations, and also kind of form a bridge of representing peace and love in the family. It's also a time for you to make new friends. This is the perfect time for you to make new friends, and that's what this new opportunity, this new work opportunity is going to bring you. Now, the pitfall that Spirit talks about, the oopsie that could come, is falling back into bad patterns and habits that have gotten you kind of caught up in other people's drama, other things that are people's story, but it's their story, not your story, right? So it's keeping yourself contained in what is necessary for you and not losing yourself in the storylines of others because you feel like you need to fix things for others. It is not your job to fix things for others unless it's tied to your medical background that is required by your job. Am I clear?
I think so.
Okay. Where is the question mark?
Well, in other words, what you're saying is, and Spirit is saying, and the universe is saying, stay tight with what I'm supposed to inform other people to be in a helpful situation. Otherwise, butt out and just keep to myself.
Correct. This way you avoid drama,
Okay.
especially if we're interacting with family, we're in a new environment, they already have their system, their personality, their dysfunctionalism, lovely as they may be.
Mm-hmm.
And you want to stay true to yourself in this experience because you're doing this for the highest and best good of yourself and your family.
Mm-hmm. And then you had asked me before, Sarah, my aunt's birthday is April 1st, 1953. Do you feel that that's good harmony between all of us here in this house with my aunt's birthday?
Yes, well, she's a strong woman. So you
Oh,
want
yes.
to acknowledge that, and so that's where sometimes you may not agree, but rather than say, "Hey, Aunt, we could do it this way," or "Why don't we try this?" You're going to have to not teach the old dog new tricks.
Yes, I respect that.
All right.
I respect that, and absolutely.
Yes, but she's a lovely woman, very grounded, and she doesn't have patience from what I see, for other people and their foolishness.
Yes, that's very true. One last interjection, Sarah,
Yes.
please, my
Yes.
love. What do you see for my husband's future upcoming, please? Very important.
Well, has he been working on doing something with his health? Because I'm seeing he's got to work on his health right now. Is that true?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Okay. So that is his focus, right? He's got to get levels under control. He's got to pay attention. He wasn't paying attention. Well, let me clarify that. Spirit says, pay attention. He didn't want to listen, Sarah. So he didn't want to listen. So now here he is, all these years later, having to make some adjustments. But he will be fine. He needs to follow the course of action
Really?
that is given by his doctors.
Okay, that's very good news, actually. That's very good news because it didn't seem as though there was a lot of good news there, Sarah.
Well, remember, he has the power to overcome anything.
Wow, that's fabulous. You're so positive. I appreciate that.
Remember, doctors give us their diagnosis, they give us their label, and they give us their odds. This is how it could play out. Now, we as humans, and I say this to you, for your husband, and for everyone, we as humans have the power to decide. Are we going to subscribe to that story, or are we going to override that story, rewrite the script, and do different things to help ourselves? And your husband has that power.
Yeah. Wow.
Okay?
That's a relief. That's fabulous. Thank you, Sarah. I appreciate it so much. I love you and I appreciate you.
Thank you. Keep me posted on it. Remember, he can follow
You
what
bet.
they say because they're the doctors, but then he has to do other choices and research, and he has to see himself filled with light, healthy, and whole. The body has the ability to rebuild itself, to heal itself, and to destroy any cells in the body that don't belong. We have that power within us to transform that energy, and there are many ways to do that. We have our fabulous medical procedures that are there, fabulous treatments that are there, but then there's the light of God that can transform and bring us miracles. So a doctor could say, hey, we only give you this amount of time. And then we could have a conversation with God. And that conversation in our kumbaya moment says, hey, I'm willing to do this, God. And I'm going to pray, and I'm going to eat differently, and I'm going to follow the protocols that feel right for me that the doctors are giving me. And I would love to have this much time. And it's very possible for that to happen.
The power of the mind is so incredible, isn't it?
Yes, and it's the power of the spoken word. Would you rather someone walk around and say, I am sick, I am suffering from this disease? Or is it better to say, I am light, I am well, I am whole, I am healthy. Every cell in my body is filled with light, therefore I am healed. What's going to raise your vibration?
Yeah.
So husband has to raise his vibration. I know he's not so up with all of this, but it's never too late to learn how to shift your energy and your consciousness. Well, Cheryl, thank you so much for your call. We greatly appreciate it. We're getting ready to run to commercial. Thank you so much. God bless you, and we're glad you're enjoying Connecticut and your fiery little spitball of an aunt, and have a fabulous time. And we send the healing angels to help your husband through what could be a difficult time, but we have the power to transcend that and most certainly make it something that is just a blip in the screen of life that doesn't have to define us. Thank you so much, Cheryl. Bye for now.
Thank you. Love you, Sarah.
Thank you.
Good night.
866-972-7247. Stay with us. You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, and we'll be right back.
To open everyone to love. Love may hold the answer we are looking for. Love may open up another door of light. Oh, there's a light. Oh, there's a light.
Stay tuned for more Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, coming up right after the break. Continue the conversation with Sarah Spiritual on Facebook and YouTube. The phone lines are open too. 866-9-SARAHS. That's 866-972-7247.
The opinions expressed on the preceding sponsored program were strictly those of its host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
WSFS 104.3 HD3 Miramar, WFLM 104.7 HD3 Palm Beach Shores, and heard in Broward on 96.9 FM, Boca Raton on 95.3 FM, West Palm Beach on 95.9 FM, and in Martin County on 106.9 FM. We are South Florida's home for the True Oldies Channel.
Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor and medium. She can connect you with your loved ones, your spirit guides, and ascended beings. Sarah specializes in love, relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. Just call 561-682-0956 for your personal reading. Life is a spiritual journey, and each situation has a spiritual solution. Just contact Sarah for a personal reading today. 561-682-0956. 561-682-0956. Or visit sarahspiritual.com. Or that number one more time, 561-682-0956. Let Sarah Spiritual and Spirit raise you up.
Come visit the Expedito Enlightenment Center for an extensive array of spiritual products, crystals, books, classes, readings, and healing services in a beautiful spiritual oasis. You must visit the Expedito Enlightenment Center in West Palm Beach. Come feel the energy and explore our unique products. Arrange for your own personal spiritual reading with Sarah Spiritual for spiritual insight. The Expedito Enlightenment Center is located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard, Suite 129 in West Palm Beach. Call 561-682-0955. Visit online at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com. That's EXPEDITO enlightenmentcenter.com for yourself. Or for a thoughtful gift, there's no better place to visit than the Expedito Enlightenment Center in West Palm Beach. Call 561-682-0955 or visit online at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com.
This show is furnished by Sarah Spiritual.
The content, information, and opinions expressed during the related show are those of the show personalities and guest alone, and not those of Vic Canellis Media Group, its parent, affiliates, or stations. VCMG Live is not responsible for any content, information, or opinions expressed. User bears full responsibility for their reliance on such content, information, or opinions.
Welcome back to the next 2 hours of Spiritually Speaking with Sarah as we continue our uplifting and empowering spiritual discussions to transform your life. A gifted spiritual advisor, coach, and medium, Sarah Spiritual will assist you to connect to the light within and transcend beyond the limits of all experience and knowledge. We have another 2 hours to listen and call in 866-9-SARAHS. That's 866 866-972-7247. And watch Sarah Spiritual live on Facebook and YouTube. And you can share the love and light.
There's a light that shines down upon me, and there's a light that brightens up my day. There's a light leading the way. Oh, there's a light. There's a light. There's a light that opens doors for everyone. Oh, there's a light that touches hearts. There's a light to open everyone to love. Love may hold the answer we are looking for. Love may open up another door of light. Oh, there's a light. Oh, there's a light. Open up in everyone. Can you feel it? There's a light.
Yes, indeed. There's a light
To change
right here opening up on everyone on Spiritually Speaking with Sarah all across the nation. And we're welcoming your phone calls at 866-972-7247. We're so glad to be chatting with you right here live on the True Oldies station. And we are going to be visiting our friends on Facebook soon. So put your questions and your comments in the feed and visit us on our YouTube page, Sarah Spiritual. We would love to answer your questions there as well. Now, we've got a big, exciting boot camp starting soon. Boot camp? Yeah, we're going to recruit you to help you develop your personally connected skill set of talking to your angels, talking to the developmental energy of your psychic powers. We are going to help you transform your life through being connected and learning to trust your intuition. This is a 4-week program. We're going to help you find the comfort of paying attention to these signs, find the comfort of connecting to your guides and your angels, also being able to really zone in on that spirit energy and feel yourself in what I call the universal flow. And so that 4-week program starts Tuesday, August 5th, and it's going to be August before we know it. And I'd love to see you there live at the center in West Palm Beach or live on Zoom. You can register at sarahspiritual.com, and there you'll find all the details of the 4 weeks of our program and all the goodies that we're covering, as well as the ability to register. And you'll be able to register whether you're going to be taking it live online or in person. We'd love to see you there. So again, go to sarahspiritual.com. And we've got my friend Calvin Cates coming to the center August 1st and August 2nd. He's going to be doing Crystal Healing Bed. And the Crystal Healing Bed is here to help align your energy, your chakras, to clear those focal points of the 7 chakras so that you can be in better emotional, spiritual, and health flow. So this is a very powerful tool. He's been coming to our center since 2012. So it's a very popular experience. He'll be there on the 1st and the 2nd. You can go to Expedito, enlightenmentcenter.com. That's EXPEDITO. enlightenmentcenter.com. We're going to go to our phone lines, and we've got to go to Denise, and she's in West Palm Beach. Denise, how are you tonight?
Hi, Sarah. It's so nice to hear from you.
Good to connect with you, Denise. And Denise, have you called before?
I have a few times. Well, also I did it on Facebook.
Wonderful, Denise. Wonderful. We're so glad to have you here. And this is a very powerful time for you. I truly hope you're ready to embrace a new beginning.
I am, and I'm trying to take all of the advice you've given me in the past, to go slow and not be frustrated. And I do see signs, but I'm a little frustrated with the dating pool, or lack of dating pool, I should say.
Well, God has somebody for you. It's just a matter of allowing that connection to happen. I see a lot of music around you, Denise. Do you listen to a lot of music, participate in musical events?
All the time.
Beautiful. There's so much music around you, and I kind of feel that you need someone who's going to be in alignment with that music, with that energy, with that flow, someone who gets you. You're unique, you're quirky, you're different, you're very strong-willed as well. Anything you set your mind to, you do get it done, and you find a way and make a way. But my guides want you to stop pushing. They want you to start allowing things to happen for you. I feel like at times you push to make things happen, and I know that you are very free-spirited. But sometimes we need to just sit and be still, and yes, that applies to your dating pool.
Yeah.
The universe wants you to just allow. Now, let's give you a timeline.
Okay.
I'm going to give you a timeline. Okay. Hold on. So when we look at last year, and we look at this past year of 24 into 25, right? We look at these 23, 24, 25. You've been in the developmental stages. Ooh, that's what they tell me. Developmental stages. So in this developmental stage that I see, they show me that you've learned so much about yourself. They also talk to me about healing, that you spent a lot of time in the energy of emotional healing, spiritual healing, and physical healing. Is that also true?
Yeah, it's very true.
And we battled some type of illness or something there for a bit, please?
We did in 2016. I'm a cancer survivor.
Okay. And so we are always mindful of health. Is that true?
Yes, too mindful sometimes, worrisome. Yeah.
No, it's not worrisome, because that was then and this is now.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm very grateful. I'm grateful to be alive. I'm very on top of my health for the most part, and I never forget what I went through. And
you are now in this place of manifesting fabulous things for yourself. And so 2025 of your birthday to 2026 is the perfect energy to redesign, rebirth, recreate Denise in your feminine energy. When I hear you say, I survive, that's that fight or flight, that push through, that I'm going to do it energy. Now we want to go to the energy of the guide that I see around you, who is Mary Magdalene. And she steps you into your feminine power. Let her be your power guide through this time. And ask her to help find the divine partnership and match. Now, this 2025 into 26 into 27 is the time with which we have the power to, if you believe, and sprinkle fairy dust. We have this power to shift our consciousness to attract a better partner, not feel the frustration, not notice when somebody doesn't match because it's just a passerby on the journey to find our person. Right. When we step into the energy of our person, which I really feel that as we come into this 2026 time, that energy gets clearer and stronger. The frequency, the magnetic pull is stronger. And when I take you into 2027, I actually feel like not only are you with your person, but you and your person have made a move or a commitment or something that has solidified what we are talking about. So you are in this manifestation process where we want to create, we want to draw forth to us, and we want to allow the universe to place the person and then not push to make ourselves get to where we want to go. It is already written in the stars, as they say. Kind of
Sarah,
like kismet.
should I get off of the dating sites? I keep deleting the dating sites because they make me feel bad about myself, and I just keep meeting the wrong people. Should I delete them?
No, you're a nice person. You're there. There's another nice person there. You don't have to feel bad about yourself. That's someone else's reflection of themselves. If they make you feel bad about yourself, then that's their issue. It's not your issue. You keep it moving, girl.
Yeah, I am moving.
Okay.
Moving past them.
Move past them. Keep the app, but you don't have to fixate on it because you are just telling the universe, I'm open. We want to send the frequency. I don't know where, I don't know when, but today's the day true love comes my way. Next day, we throw open the door. I don't know where, I don't know when, but today's the day true love comes my way. We're charging the electromagnetic field so that we can draw forth to us exactly what we desire in partnership.
I love the mantra.
It's magical.
I'm writing it down.
And I also suggest, and perhaps you've done this, but I suggest you make a list of 100 qualities of what you want in your partner.
I did that,
Good.
but not 100. I came up with like 60. I couldn't get to 100.
You need to get to 100, so get creative.
Okay. All right. I will.
And fold it up, handwritten. I don't want it on a phone. I don't want it on an electromagnetic device. I want it handwritten in your wallet that goes everywhere. And it is like the beckoning. It's almost like it's like, come to me, come to me, come to me. And the energy comes to you.
Okay. I will do that.
All right, Denise. Did we answer your questions?
Thank you so much for your time. Yes, you've been wonderful. I love talking to you, and I appreciate your insight so much.
Well, my pleasure, honey. God bless you, and it'll be fine. You'll see. And are we writing a book?
I've written 3 books, and I'm in the middle of a project right now that's it's called Ephrasis, and it's poetry and art together with a very special visual artist.
Okay, that's what I see. I see you putting together something that is written. So, and you're going to have illustrations. That's going to be fabulous. So that's meant to be a success.
And we have her artwork. Yeah.
Very good. All
Terrific.
right. All right, Denise. Thank you so much. Bye for now.
Thank you, Sarah. You have a great night. Thank you
too.
so much.
Bye. 866-972-7247. We're going to go back to the phone lines. I've got to go to Broward County. I have Deshaun. Deshaun, are you with us here tonight?
Yes, I'm here.
Hi, Deshaun. How are you doing?
Hello, how are you?
I am good, Deshaun. Thank you so much. What is your question for us? We do need you to step away from whatever noise you're in, please.
Yes, ma'am, I just did.
Okay, great. Sounds like you're in a busy place. Deshaun, what is your question for us?
Yes, I would want to know because I know I'm supposed to came to see you, but your date is late. So I wanted to see if it's any update that you see that for my upcoming court date.
You have an appointment with me on the books right now?
No, I was trying to set one, but it's too far away, and you was telling me to come before my next appearance.
Right. That's why we put you on the wait list, and magically people get in. But I bet you didn't put yourself on the wait list, right? When is the court date?
No, because next month on the 8th.
August 8th. Okay, well, there's lots of possibilities for us to do that. Never know. But right now, we are in this energy of you really lining up with your soul. And you have a public defender or a personal lawyer?
A personal lawyer.
Perfect. So, at this time, you are meant to somehow managed to come out with minimal to nothing experience here. I have to watch what I say on radio. That's the kind of conversation why I say I want you to see me. So are you on
Yes.
Facebook or Instagram, please?
Instagram.
Okay, so Deshaun, you're going to look up Sarah Spiritual. You're going to send a message to Sarah Spiritual. Of course, you're going to follow Sarah Spiritual. Let's not forget that. Send me a message,
Yes,
and
I did already.
I will put you on my wait list so that I can try to see you in person. Do you have flexibility in your schedule?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So that will work out beautifully for us because we just might have the perfect day coming up that I can see. That's a few days before you go to court. So that could be perfect.
Oh, okay.
All right, but send me a message and I will get you in the schedule.
Okay, thank you. And I wanted to know about my mother. She was scared to come on, but she just wanted me to ask if she would be, if what she's going through, would she overcome it?
Yeah, I need to hear your mom's voice in order to make the connection, and I also need your mom to call. So tell her not to be afraid. We don't bite here. Just, when you hang up,
Okay.
let her call. And this way I can make the connection with her and take it from there. But Deshaun, I do feel like in the end you'll be fine. I have a couple of guides of things that you can do to help facilitate a favorable outcome for you, Deshaun. All right? So I look forward to hearing from you on Facebook, and we'll get you in our schedule. All right. Bye for now.
Okay, thank you again.
You got it. Bye. 866-972-7247. We're so glad to be talking to you, and I've got to go back to my phone lines, and I need to go to Tina, and Tina is in Boca. Tina, how are you today?
I am fantastic, Sarah. How are you, amazing one? It's nice to hear your voice.
Thank you so much. Good to make this connection with you, and you are definitely in your heart center, and you've been working on grounding and centering yourself. Is that true, Tina?
Yes. Oh, totally true, Sarah.
Totally true. And my guys are like, and she tries to walk the walk and talk the talk, Sarah. So good to know that you're working on that, right? Because that's a pet peeve of yours when people talk, and then they don't match their actions with their words. So that tends to frustrate you, right? You're very sensitive, empathic, intuitive in your own way, so you most certainly can get a good sense of people and kind of read them. Is that true?
That is absolutely correct, Sarah. You're amazing as always.
Well, thank you. What is your question for us tonight, Tina?
My question is, I'm very aware that my soulmate is coming soon. I just wondered if you saw a timeline for me right now.
That's a great question. So given where you are in the journey of your soul, when I look at your energy, your birthday opened up the perfect portal to bring love into your frequency, particularly in these next 10 months.
Awesome.
I hear that song in my head, someday he'll come along, the man I love, right? So he's there in the energy. I feel like it is not somebody you know. It is somebody we don't know. It is somebody new.
I agree.
And we need to just be out where he can find you because, no offense to our Amazon drivers, but I don't think it's a cute Amazon driver. I reckon it's going to be someone else. So we're going to have to leave the house.
Yes, and I do.
So, and I have arranged for many of my clients to meet people in Publix. Yes, Publix grocery store. And how does Sarah Spiritual do that? I tell people to linger in the fruit aisle. Linger in the fruit aisle, you say, Sarah Spiritual? Yes. Take your time, because that's the aisle where people spend the most time looking and figuring and looking at the lettuce and trying to decide which lettuce they want, which apples they're putting in their bag, right? What is this? Parsley, cilantro? You ever see a man trying to figure out the difference between cilantro, Italian parsley, and regular parsley? It is confusing for them. So I tell my women, linger in the fruit aisle, and hopefully you don't pick up a nut or a fruit because we don't want a fruit head, but you know what I'm saying.
Yes, I know not only what you're saying, but it rings completely true. Number one, I was just at my favorite Publix at Woodfield just 5 minutes before I called you. And I did linger around the fruits. And I had a soul sister ask me, when do you think you're going to meet him? I said, well, I just know he's coming. He's like right around the corner. And they go, where do you think? And I said, I actually think I'm going to meet him like at my favorite Publix in the parking lot or something like that, like a meet cute. And that's what I swear, that's what I've always said. So thank you for confirming that on too many levels and for your humor. And I was just wondering, Sarah, I know you have to go and help so many others, but is there any message from some of my angels and guides, my parents, or anyone in particular that they'd like to extend? I would greatly appreciate it, please.
Okay, so Archangel Michael is with you, and I know that you are aware of that. Also, in your call for action in love, know that you have summoned Archangel Shamuel. Shamuel is here to bring you abundance and to help you. But I also see here the energy of your father. Father stands above you, very close to you. He seems like a smart guy, someone who had the answers, or we would go to for the answers, kind of has this business way about him, like he knew how to solve problems, he knew how to organize things. There's something about him that he would be the guy we would go to. Makes me feel as if you're a little bit of a chip off the old block, is how he kind of proudly pats himself. Does that make sense to you?
Thank you. Yes, it makes perfect sense. He could solve anything and get along with everyone. Everyone loves him, and he loves everyone. And I thank you for confirming that. Again, you are such a blessing, and I want to send out love to you. Love you so much, but love and light and blessings to all of your listeners and our whole world, Sarah, because we need it now more than ever. Thank you immensely.
All right, Tina, thank you for listening. We greatly appreciate it. Bye for now.
Bye now. God bless.
God bless. 866-972-7247. So I guess we're going to have a lot of dating going on at the pub or your local Publix. Stay tuned, everyone. We're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors. And then when we come back, we're going to come right back to your phone calls, and we're going to pop over to visit my friends on Facebook and YouTube. Stay with us. You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. Be right back.
I know you, have we met before? I've been standing in the room before I walk through the door. Do you know me?
Stay tuned for more Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, coming up right after the break. Continue the conversation with Sarah Spiritual on Facebook and YouTube. The phone lines are open too. 866-9-SARAHS. That's 866-972-7247.
Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor and medium. She can connect you with your loved ones, your spirit guides, and ascended beings. Sarah specializes in love, relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. Just call 561-682-0956 for your personal reading. Life is a spiritual journey, and each situation has a spiritual solution. Just contact Sarah for a personal reading today. 561-682-0956. 561-682-0956. Or visit sarahspiritual.com. Or that number one more time, 561-682-0956. Let Sarah Spiritual and Spirit raise you up.
Hi, I'm Sarah Spiritual, the founder of the Expedito Enlightenment Center.
I would love for you to visit me at my spiritual oasis located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Tree of Life Plaza in West Palm Beach. Come, feel the energy, sample my spiritual sprays and oils, participate in one of my spiritual development classes, and have a personal reading with me, Sarah Spiritual. Let's see what Spirit has to say. You can call the Expedito Enlightenment Center at 561-682-0955. Not local? Visit me, Sarah Spiritual, at sarahspiritual.com for products, classes, and to book your personal session.
Come visit the Expedito Enlightenment Center for an extensive array of spiritual products, crystals, books, classes, readings, and healing services in a beautiful spiritual oasis. You must visit the Expedito Enlightenment Center in West Palm Beach. Come feel the energy and explore our unique products. Arrange for your own personal spiritual reading with Sarah Spiritual for spiritual insight. The Expedito Enlightenment Center is located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard, Suite 129 in West Palm Beach. Call 561-682-0955. Visit online at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com. That's EXPEDITO enlightenmentcenter.com for yourself. Or for a thoughtful gift, there's no better place to visit than the Expedito Enlightenment Center in West Palm Beach. Call 561-682-0955 or visit online at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com.
You are listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, your spiritual advisor and medium. Connect with Sarah Spiritual and be in the energy of light. Call right now, Sarah Spiritual, at 866-9-SARAHS. That's toll free, 866-972-7247. Just ask your questions or message Sarah Spiritual live on Facebook and YouTube.
Have you heard me? Have you seen me? Do you know my voice? I am Sarah Spiritual, and you're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah right here on the True Oldie Station, and we're welcoming your phone calls at 866-972-7247. And we've been hanging out here on national radio for over 16 years, 700 and something shows. I'm sure they'll tell me eventually. 700 and, I don't know, 87, 77. It's a lot of shows. We've been hanging out with all of you, and we're so glad that you choose us every Wednesday night from 6:30 to 9 p.m. And we want to go to our phone calls in just a minute. I want to visit my friends on Facebook and take a question on Facebook and on YouTube. So let's take a look at that question. Let's see who we've got on our Facebook and YouTube page. As we take a look, let's see who we see. All right, we got D. Smith Barnes, and D. Smith Barnes says, "Hi, I'm transitioning spiritually. What message is there from the universe?" So transitioning spiritually is an important key factor to you right now because you are in this exact energy of your soul. This is the point in your journey of life where you have to follow what works best for your soul, what feels aligned to you. And as you transform yourself spiritually, you become more aware, more sensitive of other people's frequencies. And then you will also begin to find that you transform your friendships, your relationships, and all the experiences around it. Look for this to be a very powerful spiritual year, D. Smith, and this spiritually powerful year is going to sharpen your psychic connective abilities. It's also going to sharpen your inner gut, your intuition, and bring your guides and your angels closer to you. As you make this shift, you will then understand more as to what you're here for as you ask the question, what is the meaning of life, particularly my life? There has to be more, you say, and the universe answers, yes, there is more. And they're here to bring you those answers in this year of 2025 coming into 2026. So you've got quite the interesting journey, Dee, for the next 7 months. Thanks, Dee Smith, for your Facebook question. Let's take another call from our Facebook and YouTube feed. Let's see who we've got here in our questions. Anne Swantek. And Anne says, any message from the universe? I've been seeing numbers recently. And so, Anne, these numbers are all about sharpening you and connecting you to what is right for you and what doesn't align with you. They also want you to know that your loved ones are with you, particularly your loved ones of animal form. So there is definitely a pet, feels like a cat energy that is with you, that is connecting to you. And we want you to know, Anne, that you are most certainly protected with your guides and your angels, and they're giving you these numbers to let you know. Thank you, Anne, for your Facebook question. Pay attention to the numbers 333 and 1111. They're very significant, and they're all about you up-leveling your consciousness and finding that the angels and the ascended master teachers are here helping you on the journey so that things become easier for you. Bye for now. We're going to go back to our phone lines at 866-972-7247. And I was just checking, and it is 778 live shows. So we've been hanging out with you since 2009, and that's how many live shows we've done. Gee, I wonder if we're going to get to 1,000. We'll have to see what we're going to do about that. But we want to go back to the phone lines and answer your questions. And we are going to go to Boca. I've got Michelle on the line. Michelle, how are you tonight? Are you with us, Michelle?
Yes. Hi, Sarah. Can you hear me?
I hear you perfectly. Thank you so much, Michelle. Good to make this connection with you. Michelle, have we spoken before?
We have not. I have called a few times, but I was unable to get through, and I figured I would try again tonight, and I'm very excited.
And we're here.
It's nice to talk to you.
We did it. By golly,
I know.
We did
This
it.
is amazing.
It's amazing, especially where you are in the journey. So I'm going to dial back, I'm going to dial forward, and I'm going to come to this moment of now. So when I dial back, my guides take me back to 2022 into 2023. They talk about shifts and changes.
Okay.
They tell me that you've been kind of trying to up-level your game and come up with a plan for yourself. Is that true? Have we been trying to work on bettering ourselves and better our life, our situation, and put everything in order for ourselves? Is that something you've been working on?
I've been really trying very hard, yes.
Yes.
I always have put my kids before me, and now I am beginning to try to put myself, as number one now. Yes, that is true.
And the best part of this year, your birthday to your next birthday, what this represents for us is it is your personal power year. Oh my God, my guys are showing me the Powerpuff Girls. Okay, good Lord. Anyway, we've got the Powerpuff Girls with you, and that's the energy of you stepping into your power and being in your feminine energy, no longer always having to be the problem solver, the catering to everyone else's needs. This is about you, and taking care of you is not selfish. It is self-care. It is honoring the God, the divine within. And as you honor the divine within yourself, you're going to step into your own personal power. It is also a year that you can capitalize on financial gain through activities of work and career. This is something that can be most beneficial and help you find a better work-life balance. Because when I move you into 2026, the universe is going to demand that you live your life in a more balanced way. You have been very out of balance for the past 3 years.
Yeah.
And now you're stepping into your power, and we need to love self. And self-worth and self-care is priority. Then we will find the balance between the kids, the obligations, the work, the money, everything that's entailed in being a mother and running a household, this is going to be the balancing act that you really come to fine-tune in 2026. Does this make sense to you, Michelle?
That's what my goal is. I'm just hoping that it is achievable. But yes, I appreciate the validation of what I've been trying to do.
It is achievable because it's in the energy. So when I see it in the energy, it is already done. So how do we accomplish this, Michelle? How do we transform the energy to facilitate your goal as we are trained in our mindset? This is what you do. You march around the house and you say, I am the woman who is bountiful. I am the woman who is relaxed. I am the woman who is caring for self. I am the woman who is worthy. I am the woman who is enough. I am the woman who is abundant beyond measure. I am the woman who is magnetic. Things come to me with ease and grace. I am at peace. I am free. You see where we go with this.
Interesting. Okay. I just had one question about my children. I worry often, 24/7. I just want to make sure they're going to be okay. They've been through a lot of trauma. And I just, they're my world. I get upset. I just want to make sure they're going to be okay as they enter adulthood. They both are adults now. So they've been through a lot.
They have been through a lot, but you have always been their steady rock. And they trust you. And the word I wrote down on my paper is trust. They come from a place of trust. They trust you. You have been the role model. They have their abandonment issues, but that doesn't come from you.
Yes.
So they understand that you are the one who stood for them. And they have great respect and admiration for you. So yes, they will be okay. So there's no need to worry. Right? God gave the grass for the sparrow, right, to eat from, to find the worm, and we're created in God's image. And if God created a sparrow to fly around and not worry about where the worm's coming from, you most certainly taught your children how to fly and how to fend for themselves, and they will be fine. And whatever they don't know, the universe will put before them so that they can make the right choice. You have given them that great inner compass to be able to determine the right choice. And because you've always been their sounding board, according to what I hear from my guides and angels, they let me know that your children feel comfortable coming to you and expressing themselves. Is that true?
Somewhat, yes. Yeah. More my daughter than my son, but yeah. Yeah.
Well, no matter what, if they need you, they're coming to you. Michelle, we thank you so much for calling. Yes.
Thank you. Thank you, Sarah. I appreciate it.
Right, and I look forward to talking to you again. I know that you're very well protected from the other side. Your loved ones are with you, and your guides and your angels. Perhaps next time we'll make a connection to someone who's with you from the other side. All right, Michelle, thank you so much.
That sounds great.
All right, bye
Thank
for
you
now.
so much. Have a good evening.
You're welcome.
Thank
You
you,
too.
Sarah.
Bye. 866-972-7247. We're going to take a call from our very special guest. We're going to talk to someone who is going to be at the center. You heard me mention August 1st and August 2nd that we had crystal healing bed therapy going on. And you've heard me week after week talk about Calvin Cates. And I wasn't sure of my scheduling and what was going to go on here today, so we don't have him in the studio, but I got a little bug in my head. And those of you know I got my little voices in my head. Something said, all right, send a message to Calvin. Let's have Calvin explain to everyone what it's like to do a crystal healing bed therapy, and also what is it like to be at the Expedito Enlightenment Center. So let's see if we can get Calvin on the line. Calvin, how are you tonight? Are you with us, Calvin?
Yes, I am.
Good, Calvin. Good to have you here. Thank you so much. So it's been quite a while. I was telling our listeners earlier in the program, I was talking about them, and I said, well, we've been doing crystal healing beds since like 2012. You've been coming to the center. So it's a very popular experience coming to the center and having crystal healing bed therapy. And I thought, who better to explain it to our listeners than you, because you are actually the facilitator of the crystal healing bed. So tell our listeners what it's like to come to the center and to have a crystal healing bed session with you, Calvin, if you'd be so kind.
Thank you, Sarah. Yeah, it's been a while since I've been talking to you, talking to your audience about the crystal bed. A lot of times people hear about the crystal bed, but they don't have an explanation. What is the crystal bed? What actually happens when a person gets under the crystal bed and receives the energy? Many people can go to my website, calvincates.com, and get more information on what I'm going to be talking about. But generally, I'll talk about the crystal bed and what happens. What we do is we open up your chakras. That's your 7 general chakras. A lot of times when the chakras are closed, the universal life energy cannot flow through the chakras. And when that happens, the body has a consequence. You might get a headache. You might be unbalanced. A lot of different things can happen. So what we try to do then is when we put people on the crystal bed, the energy radiates from the crystal. The energy from the crystal is picked up in the body, it's transferred into the body, and the water molecules pick up the energy. Now, why is that important? It's important because crystals can alter the molecular patterns of any substance. Now, Mark Vogel, who's done a lot of research on crystals, came up with the many assumptions that I'm talking about, especially on the scientific level, and this is what I'm talking about right now. When crystal, a precisely cut quartz crystal had the same frequency as water in its perfect form. So when this radiation, or when this energy radiates from the crystal into your body, the resonance to the water molecules are put in a perfect state. The water in your body is about 70-80% of the body is liquid. Now this energy, these restructured water molecules, now pass through your body. And what happens now, your body's put into higher vibration, and there's causes healing to happen. A lot of times, unhealthy cells, particularly like cancer and other diseases, will form an unhealthy water molecules. So our purpose then is to get these unhealthy water molecules into a healthy state. And one of the reasons, in my modality, what happens is raise the water molecules to a healthy state, which flows through our body, that gives us healthy cells, which gives us harmony, it brings balance, it cleanses and harmonizes and recharges our body energy. It also can create creates a deep sense of relaxation.
And as it creates that sense of relaxation, it also allows the body to embrace the transformation and the healing. Is that also correct?
That is correct as well. And it's a lot of times what we do when the body is closed, and the chakras can close very easily. So there's certain maintenance things you have to do. One is pray, meditate. Another thing is when you in a unhealthy situation, if you're in bad relationships, if you just feel unorganized or unbalanced, one of the reasons why is your chakras are closed and the universal life energy can't come through because the chakras are blocked. Once the chakras are opened up, then the universal life energy can flow through the chakras. Then the body parts can function as they were designed to. Many times when our chakras are closed like that, we get attachments. Attachments can be like a bruise and you get like a little dark spot. That's the same thing with attachments. So what happens when we raise your vibration up, it removes these attachments that you have because your vibration's up and that lower vibration can't can't be on your body anymore. So it's very important to keep your vibration up as high as possible. When you keep your vibration up, it opens up your consciousness, then you're making decisions from a higher level. These are all important things in any modality that you do, but specifically the crystal bed enhances this type of process and can remove any type of discomfort that you have, any type of disorganization you have, lack of belonging, anything that has this low vibration, self-centeredness, anger, things of these notions. So many people that I've seen that especially have come through the Expedito Center, and I've been seeing them since like 2012, still come back almost every time I'm there because of the sensation and relaxation and the well-being of their body once they use the crystal bed.
Yes. And it also keeps them in better spiritual, emotional, and health state, which is important because higher the vibration, the easier it is to sustain and maintain good health as well as a good spiritual connection. Well, Calvin, we're really glad that we're going to have you at the center August 1st and August 2nd. If you'd like to register to visit Calvin live in person at the Expedito Enlightenment Center, you can go to expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com. You can always call the center to reserve your spot. If you'd like to learn more about Calvin, you can go to calvincates.com. The number for the center is 561-682-0955. You have the opportunity to be on the crystal bed for 20 minutes, 30 minutes, or however long you and Calvin determine is necessary. We do like when we have a reservation so that we can set the time aside for you. So do go to the expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com, and there you'll find all the information to register, and we look forward to seeing you there. Calvin, thank you so much for joining us here. I did want to touch base with you tonight. I know that you'll be with us in just a couple of weeks. And like you said, you're long overdue. I look forward to having you here live in the studio with me sometime in the very near future.
Thank you, Sarah. I appreciate your time and look forward to seeing all your clients who want to come see me.
All right. Great, Calvin. Thank you so much. God bless you. And we'll see you soon. Bye for now.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
866-972-7247. We got to go back to the phone lines. We've got to go to Palm Beach Gardens. I've got Adrian on the phone line. Adrian, are you with us? I so want to talk to you. Adrian, how are you?
Oh, I'm great. Thank you so much for taking this call. It's so good to hear your voice, and I'm really happy to be back in the area. I just had a couple questions, and I was just listening to when you were speaking with Calvin, and maybe that's what is actually blocking me, is having the chakras blocked.
Yeah, it can really wreak a lot of havoc, and people don't even know it. Even when I went to see in our plaza, we have in the same plaza, the center, the Expedito Center is, we have J&K Acupuncture, and Jenny is my acupuncturist. And I remember the very first time I saw her, she's like, "You're stuck. You'll read too many people. I'll fix you." I'm like, "All right, honey, go fix me, whatever you're going to do." So, it's a very powerful when you keep your body in balance and alignment. And it's so easy to get stuck. It's so easy to get caught up in repetitive thoughts and easy to get into our fight or flight and our fear. So we're so glad to have you here, Adrian. What is your questioning for me here tonight?
I have maybe two questions, if I may. I wrote them down. Let me get my glasses. My work life. I am just back in the job-seeking arena after finishing some big educational and credentialing, licensing task, and I was wondering if it's better for me if I should stay in Florida to look for work.
Great question. This is a very expansive time for you. So anything is possible, and I hear the song in my head, anything goes, right? So seek the type of work and be specific as to what you would like to have. And I would expand my search out of Florida as well as in Florida. Now, they are not saying move.
Perfect.
They're saying, let's see how far you can take this, because it is very possible that in 2026, around your birthday, you make a major change. And that major change could involve a move. So we're going to expand our search. We may be ahead of the curve, or you may just make a move locally here in Florida. You landed, and then maybe sometime next year, you're like, okay, I landed, but I want to land in a better spot here in Florida. You'll make that decision by then. But we want to pick the path that is going to fulfill you financially and return in energy the investment of time and money in getting this additional learning.
Yes, exactly. I have invested a great deal into that, for sure.
Yes.
And the second question was about my possibilities, my interest in attracting my soulmate or a soul partner for myself with my love life.
So, Adrian, when I look at where you are now, this is an expansive time for love as well. I feel that work is more the priority in what we're growing and expanding, and that you need to kind of focus on that, because that's where it is most beneficial for you to focus your energy, and just be open and tell the universe, I am open for divine partnership, equal vibrational match. And as we're open for that equal vibrational match, knowing that it will come. I do not feel partnership in this 2025 time. I really feel that the emphasis is on making sure that you are okay. When we step into 2026, all the way through 2027, both of those years are ripe, low-hanging fruit for us to sustain and maintain a partnership and love.
Right. Thank you. I understand. I understand.
You're on track, Adrian. You really are. Congratulations on putting all that time in and investing in yourself so that you could expand your ability to kind of claim your worth in the marketplace.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
You're welcome. Thank you for remembering me. I greatly appreciate that as well. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
866-972-7247. We're sure having a great time here on Spiritually Speaking with Sarah tonight, and I'm so glad that you're joining me, and we welcome your calls, and we welcome your questions on Facebook and YouTube. And if you haven't visited me on Instagram, pop over there too. I don't know, I've been having some conversations behind the scenes. Who knows, we might have some interesting things popping up in the very near future. So you don't want to go anywhere, and you don't want to miss a thing. We're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors, and then when we come back, we're going to come back to our phone lines at 866-972-7247. We are going to explore your questions and tune into the universe and see what your messages are. And if you'd like to learn more about working with me personally, you can go to sarahspiritual.com. There you'll learn all about the type of sessions I do, as well as take a look at some of my news interviews and the different magazines that I've been featured in. You can take a look at all of our media right there on sarahspiritual.com. For this minute, we're going to take a brief break and go to our sponsors. And when we come back, you got it, we're going to talk to you. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
There's a light, there's a light that opens doors for everyone. Oh, there's a light that touches hearts. There's a light to open everyone to love.
Stay tuned for more Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, coming up right after the break. Continue the conversation with Sarah Spiritual on Facebook and YouTube. The phone lines are open too. 866-9-SARAHS. That's 866-972-7247.
The opinions expressed on the preceding sponsored program were strictly those of its host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
WSFS 104.3 HD3 Miramar, WFLM 104.7 HD3 Palm Beach Shores, and heard in Broward on 96.9 FM, Boca Raton on 95.3 FM, West Palm Beach on 95.9 FM, and in Martin County on 106.9 FM. We are South Florida's home for the True Oldies channel.
Hi, I'm Sarah Spiritual, the founder of the Expedito Enlightenment Center. I would love for you to visit me at my spiritual oasis located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Tree of Life Plaza in West Palm Beach. Come, feel the energy, sample my spiritual sprays and oils, participate in one of my spiritual development classes, and have a personal reading with me, Sarah Spiritual. Let's see what Spirit has to say. You can call the Expedito Enlightenment Center at 561-682-0955. Not local? Visit me, Sarah Spiritual, at sarahspiritual.com for products, classes, and to book your personal session.
Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor and medium. She can connect you with your loved ones, your spirit guides, and ascended beings. Sarah specializes in love, relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. Just call 561-682-0956 for your personal reading. Life is a spiritual journey, and each situation has a spiritual solution. Just contact Sarah for a personal reading today. 561-682-0956. 561-682-0956. Or visit sarahspiritual.com. Or that number one more time, 561-682-0956. Let Sarah Spiritual and Spirit raise you up.
Come visit the Expedito Enlightenment Center for an extensive array of spiritual products, crystals, books, classes, readings, and healing services in a beautiful spiritual oasis. You must visit the Expedito Enlightenment Center in West Palm Beach. Come feel the energy and explore our unique products. Arrange for your own personal spiritual reading with Sarah Spiritual for spiritual insight. The Expedito Enlightenment Center is located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard, Suite 129 in West Palm Beach. Call 561-682-0955. Visit online at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com. That's EXPEDITO enlightenmentcenter.com for yourself. Or for a thoughtful gift, there's no better place to visit than the Expedito Enlightenment Center in West Palm Beach. Call 561-682-0955 or visit online at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com.
This show is furnished by Sarah Spiritual.
The content, information, and opinions expressed during the related show are those of the show personalities and guest alone, and not those of Vic Canellis Media Group, its parent, affiliates, or stations. VCMG Live is not responsible for any content, information, or opinions expressed. User bears full responsibility for their reliance on such content, information, or opinions.
Welcome back to the next hour of Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, as we continue our uplifting and empowering spiritual discussion to transform your life. A gifted spiritual advisor, coach, and medium, Sarah Spiritual will assist you to connect to the light within and transcend beyond the limits of all experience and knowledge. We have another hour to listen and call in 866-9-SARAHs. That's 866-972-7247. And watch Sarah Spiritual live on Facebook and YouTube, and you can share the love and light.
There's a land in the way. Oh, there's a light. There's a light. There's a light that opens doors for everyone.
Yes, indeed. There's a light.
Oh, there's a light.
And that light opens doors for everyone right here on Spiritually Speaking with Sarah on the True Oldies station. We're so glad you're joining us. I know you were cruising down the highway thinking you were going to listen to your oldies tune, and you're like, what? What's going on? That's right. Every Wednesday night, 6:30 to 9 p.m., it's the place where you call and ask a question, and I tune in, tap in, and align with the universe, and I get your answers. And I share it with our callers, and I share it with our friends on Facebook and on YouTube. Got to get these divine insights that I just have to share with everyone. And so I've been hanging out here now for 16 years, so we're really glad to be a part of this experience with you, and 778 shows. That's a lot of shows. All right, we're going to go back to our phone lines. Hopefully everyone's still on hold. If I call you and you don't answer, we got to go to the next call. We got a full board and places to go, people to talk to, spirits to see. Oh my God, lions and tigers and bears, oh my. I got to go to Delray. It's a nice place. And I've got Linda on the line. Linda, are you still there?
I am here.
Great, Linda. Good to talk to you. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. I trust you are well, too.
I'm doing well. I keep on keeping on, honey. You know that. So we are glad to have you here. And
thank you.
Most certainly this year, this birthday year of 2025 is really a year about new beginnings and rebirthing yourself and realigning yourself to purpose and passion. It's really about you, and it's going to continue to be about you, not in a selfish way, in a self-fulfilling way, so that you can pour out to others. You know, your cup need to runneth over. And so we're filling your cup this year in 2025, and we're filling it again a little more in 2026, so that then there seems to be this sense of community and tribe and feeling of connecting with people and this outreach that I see, and you really focusing on making a difference in other people's lives. I see you finding comfort in comforting others. I feel you finding words and wisdom from within your heart and soul that even though you know you're always good with words, you're like you didn't realize that you could feel that sense of such profound message pumping through you that it kind of almost like touches your soul in a way you've never felt before. Does this make any sense to you?
Yeah, it does. I've had little glimpses of that this year where I asked myself, like, wow, where'd that come from?
Yeah, and you're going to have so many more of those that as you progress into 2026, you're going to be like, gosh darn, I'm a genius. Like, it's going to be like, wow. So look forward to that experience and really filling your cup and the cups of others around you. Linda, so glad you called. What is your question for us here tonight?
Okay, I actually have two. And I'm going to start with what seems to be a simple one, and that is, as you know, I have a sailboat down below Miami, and I do love to sail down there, but it is a bit of a trek. Yes. So I have an opportunity that I can move my boat up to West Palm Beach. And it's 75 miles, and I'm aware we're in a Mercury retrograde. I have a lot of fear around this, which is unusual for me. But I'm just wondering, is there a certain window of time that it would be good for me to take this trek? And is it okay for me to go by myself?
So you're going to personally move the boat via highway, water? What are you doing?
No, I'm waterway.
Okay.
I have an app, and I can just take it right up the Intercoastal. It's 75 miles. And I can actually motor up.
Well, my guides tell me that, yes, you can do it. No, there's no reason for fear. And yes, you
Okay.
should have a shipmate other than a pup.
Oh, okay. So it's not something that would be best to do alone. I really should bring somebody with me. Okay.
Bring somebody with you. Yeah, it'll be a fun ride. It'll be a
Yeah.
very great celebration.
Mhm.
If you and you have this opportunity and you do have to do it before August 13th?
I don't have any particular timeline, Sarah.
Okay. So
And I
would,
understand you're talking about Mercury retrograde, so I'm looking for a little bit of window that would be maybe best to go.
yeah, after August 13th would be a better time to go.
After August 13th. Okay. Okay, good. Thank you for that.
Because we just came into the retrograde.
Okay. Okay, great. Thank you for that. The second question, and I did have my my birthday reading back in March, and I'm kind of trucking along and trying to decide where I'm going to go and what's next and stuff, and I'm kind of getting the sense about moving, and I haven't had that in a long time, so I'm just kind of curious. And my sister-in-law is trying to get me back to New Jersey. I'm like, I don't know if I want to do that. I said, I love the weather down here. You see any moves in my future?
Well, that's a great question. Last year was your year that was the catalyst for change. The change that I see that you experienced was more of a spiritual and emotional catalyst for change. This year, we are on this new path. I do not see you moving to New Jersey. I feel that you stay here. I don't feel you leaving your home that you've worked on. I do feel that if you decide to make a move, it would be more of a 2027 to 2028 timeline.
Interesting. Okay.
So I don't see a move that benefits you at this time.
Okay, good. That was pretty quick. Can I squeeze in one more quick one?
You can. But let me ask you this question. Do you have a brother who has passed on the other side, Linda?
Yes, I do.
I have the minute I connected with you, I wrote down brother. Someone stepped forward, not with a lot of conversation, but there's an energy of a brother who is with you who has passed, and he wanted you to know that he was with you, particularly in these times of gatherings that you have done and this reconnections of people that you hadn't seen in a while. He was right there with you.
Wow. Oh my gosh. Major chills going up my spine and down my legs right now. Oh my gosh.
He's with you.
Oh my gosh. Thank you. This ties into my question. Oh my gosh. When my brother passed a few years ago, I really put his house back together. It was in quite a disarray and did all of the lawyer stuff and the accounting and all that stuff. And I was planning on putting something on my property nearby, and it just wasn't working. I just couldn't get it to work. So I needed to get things out of storage. And when I went up to the storage, there were so many things that were gone. They were taken. And I really didn't see that coming from some family members. And I'm still a bit dumbfounded. And I just wondered if there's a message in that. And interestingly enough, I mean, it would make perfect sense that my brother would be there when that happened.
Yes, absolutely. And he's at peace with it. So you need to make peace with it.
Okay.
Make peace.
Okay. All right. I will do that. I will do that. Thank you so much. Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm glad your brother is with you. Thank you so much, Linda. Thank you for your call.
Yeah.
Bye for now. Bye. 866-972-7247 from Delray. I got to go to Connecticut. I've got Susan on the line. Susan, are you with us tonight?
Yes, I am, Sarah.
Good to connect with you, Susan. Thank you so much for your call.
Oh, you're so welcome, Sarah. I've heard a lot about you. I've never been able to connect with you or speak to you, and I'm so happy tonight that I'll be able to. It just makes me almost cry.
Yes.
I'm just
Well,
so
it's my
happy.
pleasure. My pleasure to connect with you. Susan, I want you to know that you are very well supported by the universe. This year is really about friends and community and tribe. I know that sometimes you feel alone and you might not feel as supported as you'd like to be, but the universe and your loved ones are supporting you from the other side. We want you to know, Susan, that you're not alone, and that we know that you're a very strong person, but even you get tired sometimes. Is that true?
It is very true.
It's very true.
Absolutely.
What is your question for me, Susan?
Well, it's mainly, I have 3 daughters, Sarah, and it's about my middle child who is having a rough time right now. And I'm just wondering if you see or if you could feel anything about her future that may help her in some way.
I can do that, Susan. If I have her birth month and her birthday, that would help me, please.
Okay.
What is that?
Okay, hon. She's August 11th, 1976.
Okay, so when I go back into 2024, into 2025, your daughter went through a really rough time, right? She got basically dropped down to her knees, is what I see. Is that true, please?
Pretty much.
Pretty much. But you know, your daughter is very much a survivor. She's very good to people. Sometimes she's good to the wrong people. She had to learn to trust her own intuition. I see her in the rebuild. This year represents her personal new beginning, fresh start. I feel like financially things get better for her. I also feel like she's going to be making some movement in work and money. So this is something that's going to shift for her. I see her very, very much concerned with her family. Is that true, please?
Yes.
Yeah. And how she's going to keep everything together, right? So she's got a lot of balls in the air, your daughter, right now. And I also feel that it has impacted her health as well. Is that also true?
Oh, that is very true. And it is impacting her health.
Yes.
Mentally, more mentally.
She's struggling, but she is able to rise above
She
this
is.
here. She's a strong girl. She's a strong girl. But when I really go back, and I really have to go back for an interesting time here, and you may or may not know all the happenings of this time, because after all, you're just the mother. But when I look back at 2015, 14 into 15, I feel like this was a difficult time for her, and I feel like it set her up for a series of events that kind of led her to where she is now. So I don't know who she was with in a relationship at that time and what was going on, but I just feel that it was a hard time for her.
You are so right. That it was a relationship which she's still in.
Yeah. That was one of the times where, you know, you went left instead of going right. Oops, I made a wrong turn, right? Everything's part of the soul plan, so there's no real wrong moves. But, you know, she could have had an easier path had she not stayed there, stayed in, and, you know, made excuses. Your daughter's good at making excuses for people. And so she's in this. But she will overcome this. Is your daughter under some kind of medical...
Yes.
Good. She needs some medicine. She needs something to help her. All right?
Absolutely. She's Sarah, she's in chronic pain every day.
Yeah.
And the medication just doesn't cut it.
Yeah.
And she has to work, and she's on her feet, and it's her foot that's bad. Very, very bad. The pain is excruciating, and there's no cure for what she has. And it's just between that and, like you said, the relationship with this person.
Give her the date. Give her the date.
Oh, this person that she's been with for 10 years now, like you went back, and that was the biggest mistake she ever made. give the date. Birthday, May. Did you want his birthday, or do you want to just keep focusing on her?
Yeah, I don't need to look into that energy. I know he's a complicated person. That's all right. Well, listen, we went left when we could have went right, people. That's all we need to know, right? We're not here to change somebody else.
Yes.
We're here to get your daughter on a better path and get her in her new beginning. This is her redesign, her realignment of her life. It's the perfect new beginning. So the body can heal itself. Yeah. There are things that maybe it's not curable that we can do to make it more comfortable. But as long as you are under such a difficult emotional time, the body is always in fight or flight, and it heightens and increases the pain. So when we are in the state of mind that we are able to make a shift or a change and remove ourselves from something that is toxic for us, which I don't see her doing right away, but as we come into 2026, I feel like she can really make a big shift. All right, Susan, I'm so glad we were able to connect and that I'm able to give some guidance for you and for your daughter, and know that you're not alone. And when I first connected with you, I had a hint of your mother is with you, so know that your mom is with you looking after you, all right?
Oh, I thank you so much. I believe that. Truly, I do.
Okay. Thank you so much, Susan.
Thank you so much, Sarah.
You're welcome. Bye for now. Bye. 866-972-7247. We're going to take a quick minute to hear from our sponsors. Then when we come back, we're going back to the phone lines. If you're on hold, don't go away because we want to talk to you. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Standing in the room before I walk through the door. Do you know me? Have you heard me? Have you seen me? Do you know my voice?
Stay tuned for more Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, coming up right after the break. Continue the conversation with Sarah Spiritual on Facebook and YouTube. The phone lines are open too. 866-9-SARAHS. That's 866-972-7247.
Come visit the Expedito Enlightenment Center for an extensive array of spiritual products, crystals, books, classes, readings, and healing services in a beautiful spiritual oasis. You must visit the Expedito Enlightenment Center in West Palm Beach. Come feel the energy and explore our unique products. Arrange for your own personal spiritual reading with Sarah Spiritual for spiritual insight. The Expedito Enlightenment Center is located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard, Suite 129 in West Palm Beach. Call 561-682-0955. Visit online at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com. That's EXPEDITO enlightenmentcenter.com for yourself. Or for a thoughtful gift, there's no better place to visit than the Expedito Enlightenment Center in West Palm Beach. Call 561-682-0955 or visit online at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com.
Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor and medium. She can connect you with your loved ones, your spirit guides, and ascended beings. Sarah specializes in love, relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. Just call 561-682-0956 for your personal reading. Life is a spiritual journey, and each situation has a spiritual solution. Just contact Sarah for a personal reading today. 561-682-0956. 561-682-0956. Or visit sarahspiritual.com. Or that number one more time, 561-682-0956. Let Sarah Spiritual and Spirit raise you up.
You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, your spiritual advisor and medium. Connect with Sarah Spiritual and be in the energy of light. Call right now, Sarah Spiritual, at 866-9-SARAHS. That's toll free, 866-972-7247. Just ask your questions or message Sarah Spiritual live on Facebook and YouTube.
Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, right here on the True Oldies station, and we are answering your questions all across the nation at 866-972-7247. And we would love to see you at the Expedito Enlightenment Center in West Palm Beach. That is our metaphysical center where you can find all the products, quite the array of spiritual products that you can enjoy to facilitate your spiritual connection. We've got books, we've got crystals, we've got crystal jewelry, we've got Buddhas, we've got fairies, we've got angels, we have sprays and oils and baths and candles. So many goodies that I can't even begin to explain all the goodies we have. So visit the Expedito Enlightenment Center in West Palm Beach on Okeechobee Boulevard. We're there every Tuesday to Saturday, 11 to 6 p.m. Learn more about me at sarahspiritual.com. We're going to go back to the phone lines, and I've got to go to Wizleen. I think I'm saying that right, in Pompano. Wizleen, how are you? Hello, I can kind of hear you. Are you there? Yeah, unfortunately, I don't hear you clearly enough, Wizleen. Sounds like you're in your car and sounds like I'm in a tunnel, so we're going to ask you to call back. Can't hear you clearly. We are going to go from Wizleen, who we hope will call us back, because I can't hear you, Wizleen, in the car. We're going to go to, looks like, Keisha or Kenesha in Fort Myers. Kenesha, did I say that correctly? Kenesha? All right, so we have Kenesha in Fort Myers. Okay. So we're going to go because apparently Kenesha is not there either. And so from there, we are going to go to Latanya in Miami. Latanya, how are you? Do we have Latanya in Miami? Latanya, we are looking for you, Latanya in Miami. Latanya, are you with us? I think people fell asleep on hold. Latanya in Miami. All right, we're going to go from Latanya in Miami. We are going to go to, I need to go to Australia. How about go from Miami to Australia? Let's go to Carrie Ann in Australia. Let's see if we've got Carrie Ann in Australia. Carrie Ann, are you with us? Hi, Carrie Ann, are you with us? Carrie Ann in Australia. I just love when this happens.
Yes, Sarah, I'm here.
Good. Thank you so much, Carrie Ann. Good to have you there. See, I got a better connection going on to Australia than I did in Miami and Fort Myers. What's going on here in Florida, people? But we've got Carrie Ann. Carrie Ann, how are you? Good to have you here. I want you to know that this is really a powerful time for you to really clear out the past,
Absolutely.
You've done a lot for people, a lot for family, and now it's time to forget everything that has happened and
Look
move
after
forward
me.
and take care of you. Exactly. See, you know what you're saying. You don't even need me. So, my darling,
Yeah.
what is your question for me? How are things down under in the land of Australia? What is your question?
Sarah, it's good. It's good. I'm just waiting for hopefully the legal system to take place and everything be dealt with. But I just wanted to know, like, does Dad have a message for me, please, Sarah?
Okay. So they make me feel like before Dad passed, there was a bit of a cluster of misunderstandings and things weren't happening the way we had planned or we had talked about. And Dad wants you to know that he knows that you were supporting him, even though I feel like you might have maybe missed something or you weren't there for something before he passed. Is that true, Carrie Ann?
Dad passed away in my arms, yeah.
Okay.
So I stayed with Dad on the floor at the nursing home.
Stayed with him on the floor in the nursing home. But there was something he's saying that you missed. Is there something we missed or we weren't there for? Something going on with family before
yes,
he
I
passed? Yes.
Yeah. So I was with him, but I did miss his funeral because my mother made it so that it was interstate and I couldn't go.
Ah, okay. See, because he's telling me you missed something. Funeral's a big thing to miss, right?
Yeah.
So he's making me aware that you missed
Yeah.
something. So he's with you. He wants you to know that he's aware of that. He's also aware that it was something that was caused by something with family is how he shows it to me. And so when you talk interstate, could you explain that to me since I'm not from Australia? What happened with that?
So Dad passed away in Queensland and it had been arranged the funeral was going to be in Queensland, and then with my mother being narcissistic, she deliberately made it interstate in New South Wales so that I could not go.
Because you didn't have transportation there?
And
Is that
then,
what
yeah.
you're saying? Okay.
That's right, yeah.
Well, that's a difficult place to be, right? So.
Yeah. And Sarah, just one other question. Are you able to tell me if there's going to be much of a wait before I get a home? Because of all of the family abuse and I've walked away from everybody, I'm actually homeless.
Sorry to hear that. Yes. So there is opportunity for home. This year brings you closer to the energy of the next few months. They kind of take me to the energy of October. You feel more settled by then. I feel the court system will have some more results for you at that point. Therefore, you'll be in a better place. I know that you're working, correct, Carrie Ann?
Not yet. I'd love to go back to work, but I just can't work unless I've got a home.
I see work first before the home, so somehow you're going to manage that.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, because I see work. Matter of fact, I feel like there's an opportunity that's going to be presented to you. And what is the weather in Australia right now? Are you guys in your winter?
It's we're in the winter, and it's been a beautiful winter, but it hasn't been too cold at all.
Okay. Well, that's a good thing.
Yeah, not cold at all, really. Yeah, it's been. I'm very fortunate being homeless and living in the car with my dog, so it's really good.
All right.
Sarah, just one other little question,
yes.
Dawn. I do thank you very much for taking my call. Will my children see through my mother's behaviour and understand why I walked away?
Well, I'm going to tell you what I hear from Spirit. Your Spirit tells me that your children come in their mind, they have a very narrow-minded perspective anyhow. And so it's easy for them to fall into the version of a story that supports what they want. Again, I know it's your children, but Spirit is saying right now both your children are being caught up in their ego, in their personalities.
Yep.
They're being caught in their self-serving, their ego ways. So they're looking to see who's buttering the bread and what side of the bread is buttered and where to go. And so your
Yeah,
mom
yeah.
has them kind of bamboozled as if she's really going to be there for them. Now, we know that that's not going to play out.
Yeah.
So will your children come
That's
around?
right, that's right.
They will come around, but they cannot come around yet, Carrie Ann, for a while. So it's not
Yeah,
that
I'm
you
just-
did anything
I just-
wrong. It's just for them to come to realize that they're in a transactional state with another human being who has a vendetta and an agenda, and I'm speaking of your mom. And
Mhm.
so they're going to
That's
fall
right.
victim to that experience, and you can't stop them because that's part of their soul's lesson, to experience this interaction and understand that not everybody, all that glitters is not gold. Not everybody who shows themselves as grandmother of the year really carries that beauty with her, because your mother has always been competitive and jealous and controlling. This is what I see. These are her personality traits.
Absolutely.
Spirit tells me that they served a
Absolutely.
purpose in this lifetime. It has made you the empathetic person that you have come to be. And so, Carrie Ann, it's a time for you to just trust the universe.
Absolutely, and I just don't want my children hurt like I've been hurt and like Dad was hurt.
I
But
understand.
unfortunately, I know that's going to happen.
It's going to happen, and it's their lesson to learn, all right? You tried to spare them. You
Yeah.
tried to help them. They turned on you long before your mother began to play her games. So they've already showed you that they are really in it for themselves right now in this part of their soul's journey, and they have to find their way out. Father's with you. He knows that you weren't at that funeral. That's the first thing. He's like, you missed something, so thank you for the clarification.
Yeah.
And, you know, I send the angels to surround your car with you and your puppy. What is your dog's name?
Matilda.
Matilda. Now, that's a good puppy name. Well,
Yes.
we send the angels to protect you and Matilda while you are in your car. It breaks my heart to know that you're in your car all the way in Australia, and there's not much we can do here from South Florida to help you, but I know the angels and God will look after you and take care of you until you can find a better solution for yourself. We know that you'll be all right.
Thank you so much, Sarah.
You're welcome, Carrie Ann. Our prayers are with you, and I know our listening audience is with you in their energy and their hearts, and you have the support of all my listeners, all 9 million of them. So you've got quite the prayer warriors going for you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank
You're
you. Have a
welcome.
beautiful day.
You too. Bye for now. 866-972-7247. We're going to go to Miami. I'm going to see if I can get LaTanya on the line. LaTanya, how are you?
I'm okay, Sarah. How are you?
I'm doing well, LaTanya. It is the reinvention of you, the rising from the ashes to step into your place of power and achievement is what my guides tell me. What is your question for me, LaTanya?
It kind of goes along with what I was, but 3 years or so have been very good, and I guess I'm rebounding, but sometimes I feel like I'm going to make it through, and other times I just don't know. I feel like, have I done all of this? Hold on.
For nothing? Yeah.
Have I done all of this for nothing? Is it going to work? I just feel like that sometimes. I don't know. And today was one of those days.
Well, you're feeling the energy of, I'm trying to live my purpose. I'm trying to live a life outside the day-to-day work. I'm trying to do something that's beneficial for others, and I'm feeling as if I am floundering, and it shouldn't be this hard. And you got a rocky start. But I see that this is possible. You just have to be more creative in your marketing and what you do and who you reach so that we can build business quickly, so that you can have enough to sustain yourself until we grow the business to where it needs to be. I do see that you can rise up from this and achieve victory. I do feel that the next 45 to 60 days, these are the numbers Spirit's giving me, make me feel as if you may feel like it's not moving fast enough. Patience, grasshopper. You have to trust the process. You're building a new business. It's like someone I know just opened up a med spa, but it's summer, so who's coming, right? There's not enough people. There's not enough. And I know your industry is different, but understand that, people aren't milling about and talking and just sharing different ideas. They're not paying attention. They're in summer mode. So people are just going to what they know, what they're used to. They're not looking at new things. It's just part of the flow of the summer right now. And the flow of people being afraid to make any moves or make any changes or try something new or go make a new connection, because a lot of people on the planet, particularly here in this country, they're uncertain as to what's going to happen next. So your business is an end result business, so I know that eventually they have to come see you, but is the business going to funnel to you, or is it going to funnel to someone else? And the business is going to build for you, and you have to trust that. It's normal to have those doubts, Latanya. It's normal to have those fears, wondering if and when and how, but we have to trust the process, all right?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you so much for your call. We greatly appreciate it, Latanya. Bye for now.
Bye-bye.
We're going to go back to our phone lines, and we're going to go to Laura. Laura is in Jupiter. Laura, how are you tonight?
I'm good, Sarah. How are you?
I'm doing well. Good to connect with you.
You too.
Thank
I'm excited.
you. What is your question is this your first time calling us, Laura?
This is my first time calling, but I actually saw you on video chat a couple months ago.
Perfect. I love that. Thank you so much. Because I thought your voice sounded familiar, but then I'm like, I don't remember talking to her on radio. And I talk to a lot of people, so I'm shocked when I remember any of these details. But it's always good that Spirit gives me the answers. So, Laura, where shall we go from here? You're on a mission, on a purpose. Your soul should be on fire for what's next. So what's your question for me?
It is. So I'm in search right now of a purpose-fulfilling job. Mm-hmm. I asked God for a sign. I've gotten it 3 times now. And so I know it's close and I can feel it. And I was just wondering if you have any insight to that.
You are living exactly your purpose by being on purpose to manifest what you want. You are on track. Purpose is coming. It is coming. It is in the energy. I want you to feel yourself in the position of the purpose that you desire to accomplish, in the fashion with which fulfills your soul and makes a difference for others. Because for you, it's about how can I empower myself and others. There's a certain sense of desire to not just be financially well and good, but to also feel like you were contributory to the world in some fashion. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, because I've always said I want to help people in whatever I do, and now it's gravitated toward, like, I want to help people heal themselves. I just don't know how I'm going to do that, but that's what I'm determined to do.
Yeah. And it's because it's a sense, like when I opened the center, or before I opened the center, and I was like, I think I need to be on a mission and follow what my spiritual teacher did and help people. I didn't really know what all that meant. And it wasn't like he gave me a manual before he passed and said, hey, this is what I do. I just remember things happening and changing for people, but I never sat thinking, I need to ask questions like I might need this information one day, because you assume someone's going to be there for a while, right? And that the universe had other plans, and then I had to figure it out, because then it became organic, right? Then it became what I was drawn to, and you are being drawn into the right door opening at the right time. For you right now, facilitating your spiritual connection, your angel connection, your guides, your intuition, deepening your senses, your clairvoyance, your clairsentience, your claircognizance, everything that you need to be perfectly aligned with your spirit is what you should be working on so that you attract the right opportunity. I feel as if you're going to work with people in more of a holistic healing session, something that is in this energy that is not traditional way of healing. And I feel that it's going to be revealed to you in these next few months so that before your next birthday, you're like, by George, I think I've got it.
Okay, that's amazing. And that's what I want to do. I want to do something in the holistic realm.
Yes. Yeah, I'm hearing this song in my head.
Yeah.
And it's from West Side Story, and it's like this. Something's coming, I don't know what it is, but it's gonna be great. The air is flowing, and something great is coming. Come on, deliver me. So you are going to get delivered right to the perfect place, all right? So look that song up from West Side Story. Play it. And you're going to feel the momentum. And there's a rhythm to the song behind the scenes that's like a build up, right? And that's exactly how I see your soul. It's like your soul's like, Laura, something's coming. You don't know what, you don't know when, but it's coming, but it's going to be good. And then the next day you're like, I feel something's coming. I don't know what it is, but it's going to be good. What the heck am I supposed to do? I don't know. And it's this building of momentum, right? This is the rebirth of the Laura that you came into this world to be because that's what you were conditioned to do and be. And now there's the morphing into the Laura that your soul purpose has come for you to be the whole time.
Okay. I love that.
And I do suggest if you take a look at our boot camp, that might be a good way to develop all sorts of your spidey senses for you to stay in complete spiritual alignment. You know, we're going to be working out in boot camp. So what was your follow-up question, Laura, for me?
My follow-up question was, so I know that I'll be doing work in the holistic realm. Is there, because I'm trying to get out of my current job, so I feel like there might be some sort of bridge job in between. Do you see that as well, or what do you see?
I do, but I don't know that we're going to leave our current job just yet. So in the words of some dear people I know, suck it up, buttercup.
Okay.
You're not clear enough as to what the end result of the holistic path is going to be. The timing isn't lined up yet according to the universe. So in order to have the right bridge job that accommodates what you may have to learn and experience in the holistic healing realm, you need to be at the right bridge job. We can't pick the right bridge job until we know what the holistic gig is going to entail, and we haven't defined that enough yet.
Okay.
All right. But you're there. Don't get impatient. It's just, it has to unfold. It's the unfolding, right? It's the unfolding. But you're right to feel the way you feel. You are on track. You are on purpose. And it's going to unfold. I think I saw something. So I'll see if I can find it. It popped up. If it comes up in my feed, I will find a way to send it to you. Again, some program that somebody was offering might resonate with you for holistic healing. All right?
Awesome. I would appreciate that.
Yeah, I don't know the person, but I was like, I remember looking at it going, that sounds interesting. I'd like to be a holistic healer. And then my other voice in my head said, Sarah, you're doing enough things. You're not going to just run off and go be a holistic healer right now. Good Lord, woman. So I was like, oh, no, not for me. And I had to keep swiping, right? So it's like, all right. Looked good, though. So it got me excited. So, Laura, thank you so much for your call. Thank you for engaging with us on radio. It's a pleasure to have you here. And thank you for having had a session with me. I look forward to connecting with you again. And who knows, maybe I'll see you in boot camp.
Thank you, Sarah. Have a good night.
You too. Bye for now. 866-972-7247. I've got to go to, my goodness, where am I going to go now? I've got to go to Roberta, and Roberta is in Fort Lauderdale. Roberta, how are you tonight?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm doing well. Good to connect with you, Roberta. Thank you so much for taking the time to connect with us. I'm feeling that you want to put things in better balance. You're feeling a little off center at this time. Is that true?
Yes.
Energy seems off. Feels like you're also not sleeping right at night. Are we having difficulty at night sleeping, Roberta?
Yes.
We are worried about our finances as well. They kind of put a question mark above money. Is that also true?
Yes.
Roberta, how'd you hear about the show?
About 6 years ago, 6 or 7 years ago.
Ah, so you've been hanging around behind the scenes, listening to the show, and I haven't heard from you yet. What? Roberta, what is your question for us?
Just me getting me back together in my love life.
All right. Well, let's talk about that train ride. Okay, let's go. My spirit guides are taking me back. So they need to go back. The first spot on the train ride they take me to is they take us back to 2022. They talk to me about that being a time of emotionally up and down. It's been a rough ride since about 2022 for you emotionally. Is that true?
Yes.
Okay. Then when I go back, and I have to go back to, all right, we're going to go back to 1999. Oh, Jesus, Jiminy Crickets. Okay. 1999. Were we in a difficult relationship back then, Roberta?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm telling you, it was a train ride, honey. It was like the train ride from hell over here is what I'm looking at.
Yes.
So relationships have not been your friends. You have chosen people who didn't honor you the way you deserve to be honored, and now what you'd love to do is have a partner who's going to be there for you for all that you bring to the table. Is that also true?
Yes.
Okay. Roberta, you are coming into the phase when I get to your birthday time that we are here to find a partner who's going to be your friend, a partner who's not going to need fixing, a partner who is going to be there to support you. I feel like, although not that everything was all bad, I'm making little jokes in between because I like to keep these calls fun for us all. But I know that but people have failed you in relationships. But the part that you failed is breaking the pattern. But now I feel like since 2022, you've done a lot of work, you've done a lot of self-reflection, you've done a lot of healing, you've done a lot of healing from your own personal childhood and the difficulties you had growing up and the trauma that you had growing up. And now you're in a better place to attract somebody who's going to not mirror the negative experiences, but support you in a way so that you can have a powerful connection with someone. So I'm going to tell you, do not give up on love. I'm going to tell you that 2026, 2027, and 2028, and don't go, oh, Lord Jesus, that's too far for me, because I'm just giving you the window of time that is perfect for a loving relationship. Now, because you have been asking your angels, your guides, and God to give you better support, you're going to have better connections with people. All right? And I feel that you will feel much more supported starting in 2026.
Okay.
All right, Roberta? We appreciate your calling and your listening to the show. Have I answered your question for you?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, you did.
All right. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Stay in touch with us.
I appreciate you. Thank you.
All right.
I will.
All right. Invite me to the wedding. All right. Bye for now. 866-972-7247. I know I get a lot of wedding invitations. Goodness, let's see. Where are we going? I need to go to Lake Worth. I have Oksana on the line. Oksana, how are you?
Hi, how are you, Sarah?
I'm doing well, Oksana. Good to make this connection with you. What is your burning question for me?
Yes, I'm planning the trip with my son to United Kingdom, and the purpose is like a little bit cherish myself and him in terms of spiritual and like physical strength.
Yes.
It's related to his father and my ex-husband.
Mm-hmm.
And today I start doubting myself: should I go or should not go?
Okay.
Like if it will be like helpful, and so it's kind of question I brought to you. If you will,
Yes.
please.
So it is the perfect year for you to travel, Oksana. It is a good year for you to travel. What is your son's birthday?
It's March 4, 1997.
Good bonding time. Are we going in August?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Perfect. That's what I
from
want.
August 5th to August 11th.
Okay, good. So you will still be in what we call the Mercury retrograde phase. So that means make sure you have all your paperwork together, your documents, make sure you know where everything is. Just make sure you've checked the flights, be prepared for any delays, because Mercury creates delays and mishaps. But it's not that you can't travel, you just need to be a little bit more aware. But I do feel the trip is meant to be a good trip for both of you. It's a great bonding time, and it's most certainly going to be something he will always remember. You've got a great son here.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome, Oksana. They're getting ready to wave me off for the show. I have just seconds left. I trust I've been of service to you. I look forward to talking to you again.
Yeah, I'll see you soon. In a month, I have an in-person visit with you, and also planning to join your boot camp.
Well, come on, honey. Let's work out together. We're going to stretch those spiritual senses. Thanks so much, Oksana. I look forward to seeing you. Bye for now.
Thank you. Likewise.
Bye. 866-972-7247. Write that number down. I sure would love to talk to you next Wednesday night from 6:30 to 9 p.m. right here on Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. If you'd like to learn more about me and the work that I do, or my center, the Expedito Enlightenment Center, just go to sarahspiritual.com. That's Sarah with an H. I'll pop up and you can learn about my sessions, see some of my products that I've created, and please visit our store if you're local in West Palm. We'd love to see you Tuesday to Saturday. Every week we're there. Thanks so much, everyone. It's been almost 20 years for the Expedito Enlightenment Center, and I'm so glad to be here with you on the True Oldie station. Thank you so much. Good night. God bless you. And I am Sarah Spiritual.
There's a light, there's a light that opens doors.
This has been Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. You can hear and speak with Sarah Spiritual every Wednesday from 6:30 to 9 p.m. Each week, Sarah Spiritual and Spirit answer your most important questions as you navigate through life. Listen and call in next week and let Sarah Spiritual and Spirit guide you. If you didn't have a chance to speak with Sarah Spiritual tonight, visit Sarah at sarahspiritual.com. You can message Sarah Spiritual at Facebook and follow her on Instagram. Tune in every Wednesday from 6:30 to 9 p.m. with more from Spiritually Speaking with Sarah.
The opinions expressed on the preceding sponsored program were strictly those of its host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
WSFS 104.